Hey, it's Eric G from the Around the House show. Elevate your grilling game with the all-new Monument Grill's Omni Pro series. The Eminescence 405 is packed with cutting-edge features, blending elegance with expert-level performance. 4 powerful burners plus a side searing station deliver 60,000 BTUs of precision heat. The Clearview lid lets you keep an eye on your masterpiece without losing heat. Stay in control with the smart Bluetooth app, track your temps, set timers, and get alerts from anywhere. The LED touch panel ensures effortless monitoring, even in bright daylight. Temperature sensing lights keep you grilling anytime, anywhere. This grill is built to last, and it's also backed by a 10-year limited warranty. The Eminescence 405, where power, style, and innovation meet. Check it out and order your new grill at monumentgrills.com. That's monumentgrills.com.
When it comes to remodeling or renovating your home, there is a lot to know, and we have got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to the Around the House show, the next generation of home improvement. I'm Eric G. Thanks for joining me. Today, this is our weekday update. This is the stuff that didn't make it into last weekend's show and isn't going to make it into this weekend's show. This hour is brought to you by our friends at Monument Grill. If you're out looking for that brand new barbecue with Father's Day coming up, Mother's Day coming up, we have got a lot of great things happening. So we can make sure to give those loved ones something special. And maybe that's a brand new barbecue. Check them out at monumentgrills.com. First off, I want to say happy birthday to us here at the Around the House show on April 1st. That is our 37th birthday. Yeah, Around the House has been around here in the Pacific Northwest for 37 years now. And I have been on the show for about a decade. Before that, for nearly a decade, was handyman Bob Strong. And of course, there were some other hosts and people on before that. But always great starting out a new season, or what I call it. And here we go on year 37 with some even greater things coming ahead, which is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us here on this. If you want to find out more about us, head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. You can find out a ton more information over there. We've got our YouTube channel. Make sure and subscribe to that because we've got a lot going on over there, as well as all of our other social media pieces and things going on. It's Twitter or X. It's Instagram, Facebook. I've got a LinkedIn, all those different things out there, ready to get you more information about your home. Today, I wanted to talk about something that's interesting. We are starting to see these really big companies lining up and buying each other out. We're starting to see that in the home building supply sector. Great example, last week, James Hardie, who is known as James Hardie Siding, basically, right? Out of Australia is where they come from. They offered AZEK, the composite decking company, $8.75 billion to combine those companies in a cash and stock deal valued at, that $8.75 billion, including $386 million in debt. So it's the second major acquisition of the building supplies in, a little over a week. So we're starting to see that where QXO Inc. bought Beacon Roofing Supply for a deal worth about $11 billion. Including debt. So there's a lot of this stuff going on. With housing, basically, we're seeing housing prices go up, mortgage rates going up, all of those things. Sales of previously occupied U.S. homes fell last year to the lowest level in nearly 30 years. So that's a big one right there. So anyway, we're seeing what's going on. It's funny, James Hardie will own about 74% of the combined company, with AZEK stockholders owning about 26%. It's going to be interesting. James Hardie really has survived through its early days of asbestos. They've spent a few $1 billion on settlements over the years with asbestos stuff that they were building back in the day, but they have survived through it and made it. And they have been a very successful siding exterior company with James Hardie. So interesting stuff, but we're starting to see that kind of happen out there. We're seeing some of these people combined. We're taking a look at stuff, and it's an interesting space in our marketplace. Here's a little secret to me. My house that I've been working on here on Around the House is going to go up on the market soon, and I'm going to be looking for a new location. Not going to be moving too far away, but going to be working on the house number 2. So I've got a big plan for that coming up. Can't wait to show you and share some of that stuff for social media as it comes out. But yep, we're going to be moving the shop and doing all of this stuff. So I'm kind of in the market of getting this ready to go, and then to go out and find the next location, which will be a lot of fun. So that means I got a lot of projects coming up, because when you're doing a house like this, it's an interesting thing to look at, because I have to look at it as I'm in a very expensive land place right here. And do I want to go through and finish the house up? Do I want to sell it to a developer that could put 2 houses on this piece of property? There's so many different things to look at. And for me, I have to get into the unemotional side of things out there when it comes to this. All right, what's going to bring me the best money and the best return on the investment? So those can be tough questions to ask. And yeah, do I want to see an excavator come in and knock down this beautiful house? No. But is there something to be gained by selling it financially and doing something with it? Yeah, it's wasteful. There's always a little twist. So we'll see what happens with life on this one. I'm throwing it out in the wind, and we're just going to see what the numbers come in and have some fun with it. But nonetheless, some exciting times ahead in 2025. One other thing I wanted to bring up today, and this has been something very interesting. And I'm in a lot of social media groups, Facebook groups to be specific. I am in so many things. We have our Around the House Nation, which we're growing. I'm in one called Ask a Cabinet Maker, DIY Home Improvement Projects. There's so many different ones out there. Ask the Appraiser, all these different groups. I'm either an admin or an expert contributor for. And it is one of those things that I'm seeing so very much where the same problems are happening over and over again. Great example, Ask a Cabinet Maker. And this is an interesting group. There's 34,000 people in this group. But if I was going to sit there and say, what is the trend in these groups? And it's interesting. In the Ask a Cabinet Maker group, 99% of all cabinetry, construction, finish, and even design issues are because of small custom cabinet shops that probably shouldn't be in business, that are just absolutely building a ugly, horrible product. Bad finish, all these other weird little things going on, caulking cabinet doors before they finish them, just ugliness. And I'm seeing that over and over again. So it's one of those things that I wanted to bring up in this episode here, to be very careful up there. Be very careful when you're out looking at cabinetry. Quite frankly, the stuff you're going to get in, Home Depot, Lowe's, or a branded cabinetry that's coming out of your local kitchen and bath design center, that's the place I would go buy, as my local kitchen and bath design center. Talk to them. That is your safest bet. Home centers, there's some decent stuff in there. Are you paying a little more for it because it's in the home center? Absolutely you are. But I'm seeing homeowners, contractors walking into these little custom cabinet shops, and the disasters that are coming out are horrible. Just ugliness, bad design, bad construction, name it. But it's always the same character actors. Now, there are a lot of great custom shops out there that are small, but you as a consumer have to go do your due diligence to understand it, because the marketplace is so riddled with low quality cabinet shops using lacquer finishes. That's one of the first things I would ask. What kind of finish are you putting on the cabinetry? If they say lacquer or cat lacquer, I'm done. Next. I want to see them running that higher end finish to protect your investment. I've even seen some custom cabinet shops sending out raw cabinets, and the contractor is supposed to finish them on site for stain, let alone paint. That's a hard no. So be very careful as a consumer out there, guys. When you're out looking at cabinetry, if you're out there looking at it, I'm going to do a remodel. Send me a message over to roundthehouseonline.com. I'll give you my 2 cents. I tell you what I'd be looking for. Feel free to ask out. I can be your resource there. I do get back to people on that. That drops right into my email box. I would much rather help you spend a couple minutes there than have to make a show out of it and just talk about how bad things went. So take some time, do your research. It's going to save you so much money and headache in the end. And I want to make sure that you've got that dialed in. All right, everybody, I got to run here. I've got so much to do today. We've got a great show coming up this weekend, and we'll talk about that on Friday, but tons of brand new content, lots of good stuff. Happy spring. Happy birthday to us. We've got a great week ahead and some epic episodes coming up that you are not going to want to miss. We've got some new interviews. We got some great stuff coming up. We're going to be talking about smart home stuff. We're going to be talking about lighting. There's so many great things happening that I'm excited because we're going to be talking about some stuff I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time. I'm Eric G. Thanks for tuning into Around the House. We'll see you on Saturday.
Unseen and undiscovered, anywhere beyond the mean. Life is a love song, let's be lovers. We're all over the radio. Take my hand, I know where to go. All over the radio with you.
Are you ready for a deep dive into the future of home building? Hey, it's Eric G. from Around the House. This week, March 15th, on the Around the House show, we sit down with Champion Homes to tackle some of the biggest challenges in housing today. From affordability to healthier living spaces, they reveal how factory-built homes are revolutionizing the way we live. Find out how Champion Homes is making homeownership more accessible and solving housing problems one home at a time. Don't miss this must-listen episode. Tune into your favorite podcast app or visit aroundthehouseonline.com. To find out more about how Champion Homes is changing housing, visit them at championhomes.com.